Two floods in the Truckee River in the last 13 years and a fire in 2008 have taken their toll on the Oxbow Nature Study area. The city replaced destroyed piers and walkways and is now working to save the riverbank and protect a sewer interceptor that runs through the park.
So when this river can get up to flood stage flows, where it is carrying many times the amount of quantity of water in cubic feet per second that it normally does, then it can have a pretty large and devastating impact in literally a day or overnight during those high water events. 97 flood, we actually lost 2 acres of this park, and then it was also heavily impacted the park and the improvements in the park from the 2005 flood.
The city worked with the Department of Wildlife and the Bureau of Land Management on a bioengineered approach to saving the riverbank, since Oxbow is treasured as an area where folks can still see native wildlife and habitat.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing, was trying to keep it as natural as possible. We didn't want it to look like a man-made bank, so this was kind of one of the options that we had come up with, and I think it's going to turn out really well in the end.
The city secured a Truckee River fund and a FEMA grant to pay for the project. Then the engineers decided to try some natural technology. The contractor, Northern Nevada Excavating, put root wads and log stumps along the Oxbow.
It's been used very successfully in areas in the Pacific Northwest where they have a lot of log and woody material, and it was considered a good approach. NDOW, actually, the Nevada Division of Wildlife, wanted to look at this as perhaps a method that could be used on other parts of the Truckee as an option in lieu of placing rock material if it is successful and has good results.
As part of the project, workers are replacing the burned out vegetation from the fire and invasive plants with cottonwoods and other trees and bushes that naturally grow along the riverbanks, which will help improve the fish and wildlife habitat. The final part of the plan is a rock-filled refusal trench to protect the sewer interceptor from a flood. The project has some positive side effects. Now when the water rises, more of the river will flow through the Oxbow Pond. And there will be a new path along the river where the BLM can add the project to its education program to some 12,000 students who take a field trip here each year.
Later on in the year, once we start getting the trees and shrubs to come back and the nature trail all set up, we're going to start using it the day that we get completed.
To find out more about the Oxbow project, you can contact Glenn Daly at dailygg@reno.gov.